Hey everyone, welcome back to Mission Madness, the series where we cover all of the Mission Impossible movies. And today we are on the sixth movie, MI6, uh, which is Fallout. Mission.
Woo! This is the reason I agreed to do the series, is because I really fucking love this movie and I wanted to talk about it.
This is the best one. This is the best
Yeah,
one.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, which is crazy to say about the sixth film in a franchise. Like, oh yeah, they finally got it right.
Yeah, I mean, the only other series I can think of where the sixth one is the best one is fucking Star Wars. Like, legitimately, that's the only other example I can think of.
That one's good, yeah. Sixth one's good. Back to Mission Impossible. This movie has the best stunts, the best action, and the team. Like, this is it. This is the team that we want.
Yeah.
I mean, would Jeremy Renner be nice to have in this movie? Yeah.
But this is the team.
This is the team.
Also, while we're listing bests, before we get too far into the movie, I do want to shout something out quickly.
Go on.
This movie has one of the best trailers of all fucking time.
God, yeah. I wasn't even a huge fan of Mission Impossible, and this trailer got me hooked. I was like, shit.
That is one of the coolest movie trailers I think ever made.
Best use of an Imagine Dragons song.
Yeah, one of the very few good uses of an Imagine Dragons song.
Yeah, because I know that they were used a lot in various different trailers. I think the most egregious one I've ever noticed was like Murder on the Orient Express, and they used Believer. And I'm like, the fuck? Why are you using
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. But no, like the way I think the song is Friction.
Yes, but they do like a fucking incorporation of the Mission Impossible theme into the melody of the song for the trailer.
Fucking works, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
They do the best thing ever, and they gave Henry Cavill, he gave his arms reload noises.
Yeah.
In the trailer.
It's fucking
awesome. I think this was the first one I watched in full.
This was the only one I saw in theaters.
I didn't see this one in theaters. I saw this one just at home because I was like, I want to check this out. And I didn't enjoy it as much the first time watching it. But then upon rewatching all the movies and then getting to this moment, I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is the one. This is what they've been, I don't want to say they've been building up to, but like, it is a direct sequel to the last one. And I feel like it just takes everything that was good about the last one and just turns it up.
Yeah, this, in my opinion, is where it starts to feel like the series is reaching its ideal potential. I think when they started out making Mission Impossible movies, this is the kind of movie that they were aspiring to make, but it was the 90s and they hadn't made one of these before.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is one of the few series where the more time they have had to iterate on the formula, the better they've fucking gotten. Because holy shit, does Fallout feel like it's everything that you want from a Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah, fucking hell, like the opening with like the handoff of the plutonium, and then ultimately like that whole rigged hospital room, which is full on classic Mission Impossible like setup with the fake what's his name, Wolf Blitzer, played by Benji. That shit is hilarious, and like that is just classic Mission Impossible. And another thing that's kind of cool is like this is a direct sequel to Rogue Nation, so all the villain that you liked in that last movie is back in this one, and they add more villains to this too, like Vanessa Kirby and her brother.
Yeah.
And then can we just get into it, because it's not really that big of a spoiler because it's in the trailer. Like, Henry Cavill. Oh my god,
he's
that man
so fucking awesome in this movie.
He came to play, man. He was like, man, Justice League ain't working.
Yeah. He chews the fuck out of this role so hard in the best way.
I know. That mustache is perfect. I just gotta say that too.
Yeah.
Like, dude, can we just take a minute to just explain Mustache Gate?
Do we need to? I think if you've been on the internet, you're aware of Mustache Gate.
I also
feel like
I love this.
Okay,
story.
But we're also doing a retrospective of the Henry Cavill superhero or Superman movies later this year.
That's fair.
I feel like that's the more accurate place to recap it.
All right, we'll talk about it then. But yeah, just look up Mustache Gate when it comes to
Yeah,
this. But like, I'll just say that is
worth
the
it,
that
worth
is,
it.
yes. Oh my god, yeah. You can see why they put their foot down and like we are not shaving that shit off.
Yeah,
It is the mustache that ruined an entire universe.
I know, but it's such a good mustache
It
and a
is.
great role for a great antagonist, kind of.
Oh, he's the antagonist.
Yeah,
And the thing is, what I love about this movie, about him as a villain, unlike Mission Impossible 2, where they tried to do like the anti Ethan Hunt kind of angle, and it was just like, I guess it's kind of anti Ethan Hunt. What I like about this guy is that he's bigger, which is not saying much. He's more of a prick, and he just does things on his own, which is exactly what Ethan does. So it's kind of fun to see Ethan have to deal with someone who doesn't listen to rules too, or is too
yeah,
much by the rules kind of thing. And it's really fun seeing them interact in the beginning. And then when he goes to full villain, you just see Ethan kind of be like, "Oh, thank God, I could punch this guy now."
yeah.
Like Ethan rarely gets petty,
I know,
but
but
he's so
yeah,
petty with this guy. Like the moment like they're in the helicopters and he almost gets him with that payload, he just goes prick. Like
yeah.
that felt genuine. Like he was like this fucking guy.
No, it's awesome. And that whole, I mean, I guess we should move on to talking about some of the set pieces and fights and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think in terms of set pieces and action sequences, this is bar none the best one in the franchise.
Oh my god, yeah.
That fight scene from the trailer in the bathroom is like
So
exactly
good.
what I love out of action movie fight scenes because it's so fucking like brutal
Mm-hmm.
and like knock down, drag out hand to hand combat.
What I like too is like you rarely get fight scenes like this where like it's a guy the guy they're going up against is a guy who knows martial arts, good
Yeah,
martial arts, and they're just like guys who just regularly throw haymakers.
yeah,
They're just like, we don't know how to fucking deal with this guy. And like
yeah, but they like throw him through a fucking mirror.
they throw him through a mirror, a wall. And I love that
Yeah,
moment, like they get fucked up too. Like
yeah,
I think Henry Cavill gets kicked in the throat or something like that. Or no, punched.
yeah, and he like gets the wind knocked out of him. That's where we get the hand reload.
Yeah, that's right. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
There's a really funny moment too where like Ethan is just like, hold on, give me a minute.
yeah,
Just hold on. Like that's so funny. Just like I just gotta.
yeah. I love action movies where the main characters take like serious damage as parts of fights. One of my favorite action sequences in any movie is the like 10-minute one take from Atomic Blonde,
Oh
specifically
yeah,
for
yeah,
this
yeah.
reason, because I think the whole idea of characters getting damaged in battle and it making the fights like more intense and like
Mm-hmm.
brutal is just so sick. And this is not to the same extent as that scene in Atomic Blonde, not
No, no,
even
no,
fucking close.
no, no.
But
But
it's the same principle of what makes it good.
yeah, oh yeah, I agree. It also does things that previous Mission Impossible movies did, like with Ghost Protocol, where nothing works, like none of the machines work.
Yeah,
Where they throw in the idea that like Walker idiotically hits the guy with the mask maker,
yeah.
and
And
part
then
of
it's
it,
like on the fritz.
yeah, it's like broken, like it's the glass is shattered, and they're just like, shit, I don't even know if this is gonna work. And then
Yeah,
when the guy wakes up, breaks the machine properly, and then to top it all off, Elsa shows up and shoots the guy in the face,
yeah.
and they're just like,
Shout out to
yeah,
Ilsa, one of the best characters in this franchise.
oh
Like,
my
bar
god,
none.
yeah.
She's so great.
This movie cemented her as like a Mission Impossible mainstay character. Like she's like an iconic character of this franchise, and I
Yeah,
like that in this movie too. She still plays like that rogue agent kind of character, where it's like I get why she's going after this, like the team, because
yeah,
they're breaking Solomon Lane out so that they can get to figure out where the plutonium is before anyone else does. And she's just like, no, I'm gonna kill that fucking guy. And you're like, I
yeah.
buy it. I buy it.
No, it's awesome. She's awesome. She gets hit with a fucking car in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
She gets back up.
this movie's awesome, and the stunts are equally up to par with the action.
You talked about the car just now, but like that car, like the car chase. I mean, it's a motorcycle chase that then leads into a car chase. Yeah, that all that shit is just so well choreographed and done. And like the moment he has to go down the Arc de Triomphe,
Yeah,
that is so impressive. And I'm like, I think he's actually doing it. I love the way that Christopher McQuarrie films car chases because they just feel
Yeah.
so visceral. Like when people get hit by cars, they're getting hit by things that are going 60 to
Yeah.
70 miles per hour.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
And like even Ethan takes a couple hits. Like he like looks away one minute and then hits a car and goes flying. And it's
Yeah.
like he's not even invincible to this. And the chase scene where Walker's just walking, obviously.
Yeah.
And Ethan has to catch up to him.
Yeah.
That is the most Tom Cruise run I have ever seen. Like they take their time to show this man running. And it ultimately led to the thing that made this movie popular, which is Tom Cruise breaking his leg.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, got to give big shout out to the Graham Norton show for promoting this movie.
Right?
When they were like, yeah, like they didn't even have a trailer to show them yet. And they were like, here, we're just going to show you Tom Cruise breaking his leg.
Well, that and one of the more memorable stunts is Tom Cruise fucking free climbing a mountain in this movie.
I don't think it's as insane as like it from Mission Impossible 2, because in Mission Impossible 2, like that's when like he was just getting to be known. Like I think what's more crazy in this movie is him climbing up a rope dangled by a helicopter at like God knows how high up.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself watching that, I'm like, where is the safety line?
Yeah.
Like how, like what happens if he falls?
I mean, they stopped filming the movie. This is specifically a Dead Reckoning thing, but after Mission Impossible Fallout, the crew and the people who shoot these movies all started doing the big stunts first in filming order because, and I'm quoting a production assistant here, if Tom died, we didn't want to have to spend money shooting the rest of the movie.
Oh my God. You know what? I think Tom Cruise would be like, fair.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's gonna do all these crazy stunts and stuff, like he has to at least kind of put a clause out there, being like, "Hey, just in case." Because I mean, hell, the stunt that like wasn't supposed to like be all that important was him going like, think about this. The stunt that was not as dangerous was him jumping from one building to another.
Yeah, and he fucking snapped his leg.
Yeah, that's the least dangerous stunt, and he got hurt on it. And everything else in this movie is just like the helicopter stuff like really scares me because I mean you know film enough to know about like the infamous Twilight Zone accident where a helicopter like flipped out and killed the main actor and 2 kids on set.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I see like helicopter stunts in movies, I'm like, ooh, okay. But holy shit.
Yeah, ludicrously terrifying and so well executed and well shot. McQuarrie's so good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Just has unlimited sauce, it feels like.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like I feel like him and Tom Cruise are just at this like they get each other to be like, okay, how can we one up each other's craziness? And the thing that I like is, unlike the last movie where like the big stunt in that movie was like the plane, but that doesn't really play into the plot that much. All of the stunts that are in this movie play into the plot.
Yeah.
So they all feel like more high stakes. Because not only are they doing this crazy, ridiculous shit, there's also a ticking clock element to it.
Yeah, and to that end, I want to call out my favorite part of this movie, my favorite moment in a movie theater maybe ever. This is a spoiler, so if you have not watched Mission Impossible Fallout, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Improve. Yeah, well, just in general.
Okay.
Like, yeah, but if you haven't watched Mission Impossible Fallout, go improve as a person. But there's a scene toward the end during the mountain climb where they fake out a nuke going off.
Oh, yeah.
And being in a movie theater on opening weekend for that moment is one of the most memorable movie-going experiences I have ever had. Yeah. Because everyone was like, are we doing this for real? Like,
like, what's the next one going to be about?
And then ultimately it's a fake out. But God, the tension and the way that moment is executed on is just magnificent.
Like, because again, I mean, the movie's called Fallout, and you're like, okay, like Fallout, like radioactive fallout. This movie has to deal a lot with nukes. Oh yeah, in the ever Rolodex of spy plots, this is steal the nukes plot.
Yes, but yeah, no, I love the plot elements. I love the villains of this movie. Ilsa's awesome. All the stunts are awesome. The action's awesome. This, I think, is the peak of the franchise, and it's not even close.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, other movies get to levels that this movie has a consistent through, but like, no, this movie's just so good. Like, and it also brings back a lot of emotional elements to his character too, because like they bring back Michelle Monaghan.
Yeah.
And like that's a big deal because it's like that's his ex, and it's this interesting relationship because it wasn't a messy breakup. It was totally like a they understand why he has to do this, and I love the reaction she has when she sees him because she knows that he wouldn't be here if it weren't for something big going on.
Right.
And I love her reaction of just like it's happiness at first, but then she's like, "Wait." And,
Yeah.
oh man, it's just so good. And it's ultimately like the passing of the torch from like, yeah, we're no longer together. Here, have Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah.
Which I mean, not bad. But yeah, I mean, I got nothing really else to say. Hold on, let me look at my notes.
Yeah, I got nothing else to say either.
Yeah, just the last note I have in is these movies are so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like this is it. Like yeah, that's all we gotta say about Mission Impossible Fallout. Just a great movie. Great, like this again. Emily said it best. This is the reason why we did this. Like
yeah,
made Mission. I mean, it is fun to go in on Mission Impossible too, but like I like praising movies like Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
100%.
So yeah, we got one more of these to do before we cover the new one, which is going to be a Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning. So definitely check out that video whenever it comes out, which I believe should be tomorrow. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see that next video, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, leave a comment down below. What is your favorite Mission Impossible Fallout stunt? Like, what do you think is the most impressive? Yeah, that's all we gotta say. Have a good day. Bye.
This video will self-destruct in 3, 2, 1.